Hey, this is Cypher Productions Incorporated, Prentice Johnson, and today we're going to talk about communication. A lot of people have named communication as top-notch, number one on their list for relationships. And when we talk about relationships, we're talking about several different aspects of relationships, where we could be thinking about business communications. We can be thinking about associates, workers, any common type of relationship that goes on in society at this point. I agree with communication being the number one thing for myself. In communication, we need to think about several different things. I remember in high school and college when we spoke about communication, we talked about communication being a thought or a verbal communication, and there being an interpreter. And in this diagram, you would be able to see a revolving continuum: communication to interpreter, and then vice versa. As the interpreter becomes the communicator becomes the interpreter. But there are some problems that I suffer from in communication. Communication is starting off with different people. I've learned to notice that the communication between different individuals. Normally when I'm recording, I talk about women, differences between men and women, and these types of things, but these things seem to be happening with all different types of individuals. Now, being a man and seeing that I usually talk to women, I mostly see these problems in women. Mostly I'm seeing these problems in customer service, or when I call to government organizations. I communicate something really simplistic, and when they interpret the thought, questions come back unanswered. You tell someone you need this, and they sidetrack and go on to something else. And I'm having a difficult time accepting these interpreted and misunderstood communications when they come back. Almost as if whatever it is that I said has been rejected in the mind of the individual, and that individual in turn communicates something that is 100% impossible to comprehend in the thought that was just fed to the communicator, or to the thought that was just fed to the interpreter. It seems almost as if it's a drone pattern with these people. It's like there's a memorized speech or a memorized thought process that doesn't interpret a communication. It seems as though the individual is normally in his or her own world. Now, in some cases, people in their own world have been known to be schizophrenic, have been known to have autism. I'm not sure we need to go that far with this particular thought. So, at this particular point, I'm labeling this drone. It's when you communicate something that is 100% comprehensive. You have a sentence, and in that sentence there's a subject, and in that subject it